I know loyalty like the back of my hands because I was born with it. But everybody didn't get it. As if comprehension was needed during your birthing process, but it skipped you like Uno when you didn't retain it. Understood? People forget. Like amnesia must be a national holiday or a hell day, erasing loyalty from people who already knew to pencil themselves into temporary relationships. Now imagine the chaos thinking you picked a good fruit. Turns out it's heartless, seedless, because loyalty be organic. Like the relationship between poets and words, holding our peace yet loading our peace, like gun barrel and throw. But we would never murder a word with a beat. We beat on eardrums. Listen, rap is dope, but the dope in rap is poetry. Poetic prescriptions packaged into punchlines. That's why every sniff is a hit. We are loyal to this pen as if this ink make recipes from grandma's kitchen. The reason we are cutthroat and will cut for you. Loyalty be down. Whether it's in and out of your life, it comes back like a flashback. Back in a flash anytime you need it, I spit bars. Not sweet, but consider me spicy. Like flaming hot Cheetos, but ain't no chip on my shoulder. I'm bolder than most. Solid like a rock, which means you can bank on me like a loyal customer. So if you ever had to write a check on my reputation, just know it's cash money. The 99 and 2,000 times you ever had a second thought. Just last year, I was loyal to the alcohol. But after all, that turned my tongue into Halloween. It's kind of scary how many people will costume themselves into Kendrick Lamar's, yelling loyalty 3 times too many as if they'll become it. I'm quite marveled that one would think it can be a transformer. What an irony how I spit this heat. Now that's an iron, man. Loyalty. Remember, I know it like the back of my hands because I was born with it. But everybody didn't get it. Like rap must be a game missing some pieces. No clue. Always with the flu thinking they sick with it. But see, poets be a fever without symptoms. The heat in any argument, and that's not even up for debate.
It's your girl BeeTap, and you are listening to Consciously Tapped In. I'm back! I'm back, and I'm so excited. Man, this episode, I hope y'all enjoyed that cipher by Miracle, the poet, my sis. That particular poem is so fitting for this episode that I'm doing. A lot of y'all have seen him on a previous season on In the Minds of Men with Warren, but also at just about every show that I do, and pictures, all this kind of stuff. Y'all see me say that this is my favorite cousin, but I wanted to tell or have him tell his story, and like the history and just like where he is in life, where we are in life, and all that good stuff. So we are tapping into his story and loyalty and goals. You say what?
That's what it's called.
I guess so. We gonna see. We gonna see when I type it in, But all right, y'all. So this is my cousin Merci. Merci, say hello to people.
Hello, everyone.
Just clean cut, boom. All right. So, boom. Like I said, people always see us together and all this kind of stuff. And that's basically how it's been since we were like young kids, like family functions. It was like we were double trouble. I was about to say that word. We were double trouble. Man, I remember like times where when a family function would be over and I would either sneak in your mama car or you would sneak in my mama car. We'd get down the road and pop up and then
like it's time to go. I'm back to hide.
And they would be mad. Like our moms would be mad. Gotta turn around and drop the other one out. Man, like we've always been extremely close. So going into like teenage years, high school years, I remember you saying that you wanted to get into barber school and just all this kind of stuff, young adults talking just about life. And something happened in your life that altered things. So you want to tap into that?
Yeah, let me start at the beginning. Like, I don't know, I made it all the way through school, like to the 12th grade, and that's when all my like troubles really began. Because like I went to multiple high schools trying to finish high school just for a diploma. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't for me, it was just like, you know what I'm saying, for my parents.
Yeah.
And so I finally did that, and I don't know, only it's three of us, you know what I'm saying? Me, my two sisters. And so only one of us walked the stage. And that was the baby.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because like I was supposed to walk the stage, but that's when I don't know, my life turned for the worst. But like I don't want to say it was just like in a negative way, like it was a negative experience because like I benefited from it. You know what I'm saying? So like
how you benefit?
Well, all right. So I finished school. I wanted to go to the Navy. That's what I thought I wanted to do with myself. But like I didn't know what I wanted to do. I know I just wanted to like lead the streets and everything. So that didn't fall through. You know what I'm saying? So like I ended up going to the penitentiary instead. And like sentenced to 14 years at 18 years old. Ooh. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm still a kid. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting locked up. I'm still a kid. And so 8 years later, yeah, that's a whole nother story. Yeah.
Because I'm like, boom, you just shot all the way to you. So 8 years later, we up here in the studio. I'm like, hey man, say man. I mean, I have
I'm the highlights.
The highlights?
Yeah. So like,
okay. So boom. So you.
All right. The first 3 years.
What's your mindset like?
It was terrible. Like it was really breaking me. Like the first 3 years was like hard. You know what I'm saying? Cause like I was still like I can't believe like I'm locked up. I'm still locked up. So after those 3 years, like everything just started like smooth sailing because like I started like learning so much about myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And people showing me things that I didn't want to see. You know what I'm saying? So like I started maturing. You know what I'm saying? Like because at first I used to just hang around guys my age and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like up to no good or whatever and reckless and all of that. And so like I started gravitating towards like people with a more like heightened sense of intellect. So like I knew how sharp my mind was getting, and it was appropriate for me to associate myself with these people.
And I remember you like I saw your transition. You know, when I would come and visit, and just the way that you would talk and you would ask about like certain books and stuff, and it was. Like now thinking about it, it's almost like the stuff that you see in the movie, like when somebody goes to prison, they start, what did you were like a 5% or so? I don't know, like you were there was no. He like don't say that shit. Do we need that? No, okay, so I mean I saw your evolution. What was it? But I want to backtrack. What was it in those first 3 years that you said like was hard for you? Was it adjusting from being able to see your family and like things like that? Was it things on the inside? Like what was hard?
It was just hard not seeing an end to it because like I say, like I have 14 years. You know what I'm saying? So like that's a long way to look, and like a lot of people can say like where they'll be in 5 years, but you really don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I could never see past 5 years and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Cause like it's prison. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't come home.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if they do, like they going right back. And so like it was so much stress on me. Like, man, like what would my like destination be like? You know what I'm saying? Like when I arrived at my mark, like will I be a repeat offender? Like, will I have to come back to this? You know what I'm saying? Is there a way I can cultivate my mind to where, like, I can get out of this mentality that got me here? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so, like, everything started happening for me. Like, after those 3 years, I just locked in. It's like, I don't know, it's like an on and off switch now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I can cut off a lot of things and then just, like, be to myself. Yeah. And then at first, like, I couldn't find that switch in the dark. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it was just, like, I didn't see no end in sight. Like, I couldn't see past anything. And so, like, after those 3 years, like, everything just got easier. I started reading a lot more, started attending, like, different services and things like that. Like, I had an ear for every like kind of religion, way of life, and everything. So like I would do my research and stuff like that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And all of it was pretty much like the same. You know what I'm saying? Like all of it originated from one system. You know what I'm saying? But they just rewrote the rules and stuff like that. Yeah. And rewrote the books and things like that to favor them. You know what I'm saying? And their way of life. And so like that's why I just shied away from everybody that was just like, you know what I'm saying, trying to preach this and this or like trying to impose this, but like, because I found like you'll find more solace and mental peace if you just tap into yourself. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't nothing external that can really just like change you or make you grow. You know what I'm saying? It's things you go see within. You start weeding things out. You know what I'm saying? That's when things start sprouting. You know what I'm saying? Like start growing inside of you. Yeah. And so like, hold on, I just want, because I like to highlight stuff. You said something that was really important about like, were you going to get out and be like a repeat offender or like go back? Because you see that often with people. They go to prison, jail, get back out, maybe because they don't have opportunities, maybe because they just can't adjust. So they will almost purposely just go back because it's like a weird comfort in a sense. And this was what I found out. Like, being locked up for 8 years, you see people come and go. Like, I'm actually locked up so long that I'm seeing people go home, come back, go home, and come back. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, I started paying attention to people's behaviors. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, like, it was people that came down there, like, they would have fun, stuff like that, gamble and things like that. Like, they didn't take it serious. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I guess it was a regular thing for them. So, like, those kind of people I would see come back. But then it's so many people, like, that's talented or, like, just so smart. You know what I'm saying? You can tell they matured a lot. And so, like, those people who really have a chance. And the only thing that can see, it's harder out here than it is in there, and that's why you see a lot of people going back. Wow, because they can't like sustain out here. You know what I'm saying? They don't like to challenge themselves. So anything challenging or whatever, they rather just go back to what they know. Yeah, something more comfortable. Yeah, and like it was uncomfortable for me being there. You know what I'm saying? And like I used to always have people tell me like. Man, you ain't supposed to be here. I'm like, man, you ain't telling me something I already know. Yeah. I mean, really, really though, and I remember like at a point where there was a period where I didn't write you back like fast enough, or like it had been like some months, and I felt like shit because I mean I felt like I was the one that was consistent. I was the one, like I told myself, I'm not going to not be here, like for my cousin during this time, like during this period or whatever. And I remember the conversations of when I would visit and one, you asked me to bring quarters. You would ask me to bring quarters so you could get everything out the stack of me. But also about like, I didn't even know that I would be doing all this stuff, you know, but I just felt like, man, we've been like this since we was younger. Like, when you get out, we gonna figure some shit out. Like, whatever I do, I want you next to me. Like, whatever you do, I'm gonna be there, you know? And so that's why I am like so happy and so proud of what you took from in there and the things that you said you wanted to do. And now all of that is basically
has already come into fruition, or like in the process of, such as, you know, you were doing tattoos and that's still what you do, but that's not what you only want to be known as because you have so much you want to do. So what?
Right, so like I'm not even like telling people I'm a tattoo artist no more. Like,
well, dang, you gonna make me cut that too? And see, that's like you make me feel. Well, I can't put that on you. I'm not gonna project that on you, but I feel bad when I say, you know, that's what you do.
It's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's seasonal. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's sometimes where I just like miss it and I gravitate towards it. You know what I'm saying? And then there's other times I feel like exerting my energy into something else.
So what do you think about? I feel like I know because we've kind of had the conversation, but for you, like, because it's art and it's your art, and what is it for you that made you not be as passionate about it anymore?
Like people are really saturate your art. You know what I'm saying? Because like it was something like I wasn't just motivated by or had the desire for, because like I would post what I would want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like my style. You know what I'm saying? Like this is what I like. But like over time, like the money good and everything, but it's just like I feel like an employee sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Because like I'm either tattooing something that I'm just not that passionate about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just
you said that like small tattoos, somebody like
right. Me, and like that's when you feel like an employee. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not a artist anymore at that point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so like when that becomes like too much of that in demand, and that's when I just want to fall back from it. You know what I'm saying? And just come back to it when I feel passionate about a piece that I want to do or something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or somebody that gives me that creative freedom. You know what I'm saying? To do as I want.
Yeah.
And so, but with photography, I feel like I just have that freedom. Like I can never feel like an employee.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because like I'm in control. Like I'm behind the camera.
Behind the lens.
You know what I'm saying? So like I'm creating everything. And so like there ain't no way like even like I don't like the feeling like an employee when people like ask me for a picture. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, can you take us a picture? You know what I'm saying? Like now I feel like I'm work. I'm like
don't ask me.
Yeah. Like cause I like
I'm like that by nature though. I think I've had this conversation like with Daniel because we chop it up a lot. Daniel over there behind the scenes or whatever. But like it's weird. Like I don't like people to ask me stuff because then I have this thing about not saying no, so I already feel obligated. But like let me offer, you know, like I'll offer up some shit, and I'm totally, I don't know. It's a balance of, I hate to say selfish. It's not selfishness. I don't know, but also being giving. I don't know. I'm like that too. Don't ask me. That make me feel so bad.
Because like I said, like I don't even like looking at the camera. You know what I'm saying? And so when I have people like looking at my camera and just smiling, like it just seems so fake to me.
Yeah, because it's really posing. And I've noticed with your photography, you hardly ever catch someone's face, and if you do, it's not the focus. You know, like I love you make the person see what you want them to see. And I can tell like the way that you focus in on the camera or whatever, and I see you take a lot of pictures of, you know, food and dishes because you always living your best life. But I love like the style that you put into, you know, your photography.
It's basically like content creating. You know what I'm saying? And like I'm getting better at it. Like I'm still practicing because like I'm always inspired by people I follow and things like that. And so like it's too many to name. It's like it'll come up on my timeline. That's what keeps me motivated, inspired. You know what I'm saying? Like either it's artwork or photography and things like that. I'm always seeing that I'm not where I should be or where I want to be. You know what I'm saying? And that's what keeps me pushing. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Look at my cousin, y'all. Look, we done been flowing now. I'm like, okay. Because you hear the narrative about, you know, when someone gets out of prison or jail or whatever, like it's hard for them to find job or opportunities and things like that. Did you run into a roadblock like that, or exactly?
The only roadblock I ran into was like people I thought I could depend on. And that's the only roadblock, and like that kind of like it didn't deter me or discourage me. It just opened my eyes to a lot of things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody got you like you got you. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, I hated asking people for things. So, like, when I really did ask, I really needed it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, like, just to have them doors closed in my face, like, it made me what I am today. Like, I'm kind of not in touch with, like, the world.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because, like, I done had so many people, like, shun me. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's kind of hard. Like, it's a gift and a curse. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, it's when I'm more creative and I'm at peace. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's kind of insensitive to people who want to be around me or who want my attention. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, I don't know. It's just, like, life just made me a different kind of monster.
Yeah. Man, I don't know. I don't want to keep saying the same thing, but if I didn't feel like you have just effing elevated and evolved as like a man, period, like I love the journey, like your journey that you've been on. And I that's why it was important for us to talk about this, because I love shedding light on people who change the narrative, you know. So with all you're doing now, with all your desires, like what do you see as like what are your goals? What do your goals look like, business wise, photography wise, like future period?
I actually have a few businesses, but like what I'm trying to do is trying to find balance between it all. You know, because like I'm always investing in like, damn, this could bring me income. Like I'm putting my money in it. You know what I'm saying? Like everything that comes up, like it's crazy. Cause like I can talk about all my businesses, but like it's a process though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's still in the beginning stages. I'm working things here, working things there, whatever. And so like eventually, like when I actually got everything like running and like cohesive and things like that, to where like I found that balance.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna start selling seminars and stuff like that.
Hey, one time. Let me just host that look. No. But so when you have a number of businesses that you're starting, getting off the ground, how does that work with perfection in the sense of focusing on one to get it kind of like that what is it thing, like a jack of all trades, but when you're not like perfecting just one of them? Because I feel like I try to do the same thing, like with the poetry, with the podcast, and now I want to start having events, and then I'm doing, the shirts and everything. It's just like I be asking myself like, Brittany, what are you doing? Like, I don't know. So what would you want to perfect or be the highlight of all? Not saying that all of them can't, because they will, but is it the photography? Is it the traveling?
No, I eventually want to be a filmmaker.
Speak up.
I eventually want to be a filmmaker.
Okay.
So like I want to be known for films. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm cool with my name being on something, but not my face.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Okay, so I need to just go ahead and write a script and one time. Y'all about to see a movie. A BeeTap movie. Let me see. I don't know. I think because
And who does the audio? I need some auto-tune and little baby effects on my
What? Oh my God. So what you jamming?
Podcast gonna be jamming.
I'm done. No, really though, what are you jamming? You don't listen to a lot of rap, huh?
I listen to everything. Let me go on my playlist.
Yo, okay, I have a question. A real question. Like, were you able to vote?
That's a topic for a whole nother podcast.
It is?
But let me tell you something. Like, me, I don't care who in the White House. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care about voting because, like, I don't see how anybody in the White House affecting what I have going on. You know what I'm saying? If it doesn't affect me directly, I don't feel an urge to do anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because, like, neither one of them, like, in my opinion, like, we've always been
Mm-hmm.
Get this from this man, get this from this man, but you always start thinking about what you don't have.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's,
so like,
that's
when you put all that in the man, like them people only got 8 years and whatever, and like everything is a process. They have so much. They have a whole world on run.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like when those demands ain't being met or whatever, like president ain't shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like it's slowly but surely, like people just don't know the system. So how can you just judge it or try to pick at it? You know what I'm saying? Like if you're not working behind the scenes or know the work that's behind it, like at that point you're just being selfish. You know what I'm saying? You want this, you want that, but like how much do you know about what's going on already? You know what I'm saying? So
do you or do you not like Trump?
Man, to me, Trump entertaining. You know what I'm saying?
I'm like Trent.
Like I don't know nothing about Biden. Like to me, Trump should have a reality show. That's it. I don't care about him running the world or stuff like that, being the president. But he should have a reality show.
I mean, he has. He's had a few, and that's why he came in there running it like this reality.
I mean, I like how brash he is and stuff like that. Like I don't even know much about the man to even hate him. You know what I'm saying? Because some people just be bandwagoning and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, like that. Oh, all right. So what you jamming? What we in the end of 2020? What's in your ear?
All right. True Story G.
What's that?
He with K Camp.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I like that K Camp song. What song you on mine? You know the song? Yeah. I like that.
And Young Blue. I've been on him.
Young Blue. Who are these people? But you know what? Those
they're not mainstream people.
Exactly, and I actually like that. Those be the best ones. I love finding people that people sleep on.
Right.
Hey, this is so random. Shout out to Dende. God doggone Dende, of course, on the first season of Consciously Tapped In. Yo, like ever since I found out about Dende, saw him perform, sing. That boy is so dope. Just opened up for Bun B for the voting show, the 24-hour voting show. And I watched the clips, man. That boy's a beast, and he gonna skyrocket out of Houston, like, for the world. One time for the one time. So, yeah. Hey, man, I think, I don't know. Oh, my gosh, it's only 30 minutes. Daniel, you got any questions? You know what? All right, boom. Come in.
No, I can't even do that.
Why not?
Can't even do that.
Are you serious?
I have nothing to offer.
But I have questions. Like, it's awesome.
So the camera won't even catch me. I can just answer them from here. Yeah, it's like really focused for YouTube.
Yeah, swing the mic to you.
Hello.
All right, y'all. So look, Daniel is low key like in the background, but he in this thing also for the audio.
Ask him about the election.
Ask him about the election.
Yeah.
What's your take on? And when is this gonna drop? I think this is gonna drop after we find out who the president is.
All right. So as I've always said, I think people should probably vote more locally. That way you can affect change in your area. President-wise, I've always said the exact same thing, that no matter who's in the White House, I mean, we're still going to have the same stuff. Yeah. We have work to do, but at least locally, we can kind of get things different. Right? Yeah. Now, I can't speak on the one person I would like to speak on because then I get kind of charged because they're a Democrat and they're like out of Harris County. But I think they're probably going to be gone this year because they haven't done anything that's actually helped us. It's been hurting everybody. So, yeah.
Well, how I personally feel about it.
We didn't ask you.
Nobody asked me anything. I always ask. Nah.
So these hoodies, how many people know about these hoodies?
Hey, man. No, not yet. This is like the first episode. I gotta do a whole post. Yo. Contrary to popular belief, black men are good. Got the hoodies. Got the crew necks. My boy over here, Daniel. I say, Daniel, this is the next thing I want to do. That boy was like, hey, man, say, man, I got you on the back end. Boom. Look at me now. You know? So yeah, these hoodies and these crew necks and still the t-shirts are, hey, get them while y'all can. Get them while they hot. So, with the photography business, because I feel like this is what you're gonna push like hard as far as at this particular time period. Like, what can the people expect? Like, if they would like to reach out to you, book you for anything, like.
They can. I just made a Facebook page for my photography.
Hey,
and
all the way.
I just made a Facebook page for my photography. It's Art of Mercy.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's still in the works, but like I have a action button on there, book now, and so like they can go on there and book, and Instagram. MERCIAVOH. I'll put the tag on there.
Boom.
Yeah, and so like basically I'm about to consolidate like the page, you know what I'm saying? Cause I just want my photography on there.
Yeah.
And then like I'm gonna have a side page for tattooing or whatever, because a lot of that business come by word of mouth anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't even promote my work, whatever.
Exactly.
You know, like I post something like just to post something.
Yeah.
Cause like it's something I did, whatever. But other than that, like people don't click just from the advertisements. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, I cannot stress enough how proud I am of you, you know, for being the man that you are, like, and have grown into, and you are just constantly looking forward to, like, just growing. And it's like, it's just dope to watch. And I'm glad that, you know, that we doing all this together. And that's really it. I just wanted the people to kind of be able to dive into, all right, I always see, you know, everybody know cousin. But like, I really wanted to just have you tell your story, you know?
Yeah.
All right, man.
I was about to say something, but I had to think about it.
I know. I felt like you were about to say something too.
I shouldn't say that on here.
Oh, goodness. You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh. Oh, no, y'all. Oh,
so what
no.
you got in the works? Like, what you got coming up?
Whoo! All right, y'all. So I know, right? Because this is technically the first episode of this season. I just expect more dope episodes, roundtable discussions like y'all are used to. Also working on events with Darian of Unpacking. So Consciously Unpacking. We had started that back in like earlier this year, and then Rona happened, so we had to shut down basically everything. We were getting stuff booked, and so we're currently looking for a venue to host our events and basically just have like open therapy podcast party entertainment kind of vibe, you know, bring something new that doesn't really exist. You have your shows, you have your poetry shows, your live shows with bands and this and that, but I'm all about conversations and then adding in the fun and, you know, all that kind of stuff. So that's the major thing right now. Also, the hoodies and the crew necks, and about to get started on some more just graphics and quotes and all that kind of stuff, because I want to start branching out. And
how can people get at you for like advertisement, like brand?
That part, come through, cousin. So I will have you insert a flyer right I'm gonna send it to you. No, but so I came up with some packages, very affordable, I feel like, for business owners that would like to promote their product, their brand, if you're having an event. Like if I'm not asking you to come on to, like, because I'll reach out if I'm really like about something, but also, you know, if you want to promote your business on here, have a mini commercial or whatever, get at me. BeeTap Speaks at gmail.com, BeeTap Speaks at gmail.com, or also you can message me on Instagram about the packages, and I can break it down to you, send it to you, whatever you need. And so, yeah, because this the real deal Holyfield. So thank you for asking those questions, because I be forgetting to promote my own self. I'm weird as hell. Is that it? I think okay. You want some outro music? Like what song we gonna do for your outro music?
I don't know, man. they'll stop your whole video for
if you don't
material.
Yeah.
But no, you can still do it and as long as you okay, boom. Hit a freestyle.
This freestyle is called Give Me Your
Hold on, we about to take it back to the lunch table beats.
Oh Lord.
One time for the one time. You ready? You gonna freestyle?
I ain't even finna play.
Alright. Alright. Well, thank you.
We're gonna have a poem at the end of this, right?
Boy, poem was at the beginning. Look at his face. Hey, y'all getting it real wrong right now. I told you that before we started recording. And that's why I started the whole show saying, I hope y'all enjoy it.
Okay.
This is gold. This is the blooper that's gonna stay, cause it's real. Ooh, I sounded like Aunt Bridget. Okay. Thank you, cousin, for being a part of this. Thank you for sticking around, and y'all gonna be seeing a lot from us, and not just with cousin, but with Daniel, cause y'all the real deal Holyfield. And I'm gonna just stop that, cause I keep saying it. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Thank y'all for watching and listening to Consciously Tapped In. Tune in on the next episode. And good night.
Cash App Project Grey Wolf with an E. Give me your grits money.
I'm so done. Yeah, I should have been like, if y'all want to just donate.
Nah, they don't give me their grits money.